Well, hey, y'all are this afternoon. This your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on Hey, I just went and got me a gun. Okay, so here's the deal. Over the years, we have had the gun giveaway. Every 1,000 subscribers, I go through, get the old generation program out, and pull somebody out of general subscribership and offer them a firearm. And typically, that firearm would be this. Now, I've given away 7 of these over the years. One guy in a foreign country, France actually, he got the wholesale price of a Heritage Rough Rider in the form of a bank draft made out to euros. That was fair. That was what I could do. 7 people got Heritage Rough Riders. One guy got a Wrangler because I walked into Bud's gun shop one day and they had them for $139. I thought, well, I need to buy a Rough Rider, might as well buy one of those. So I bought it, did a form 4473 on it, took it down to the store, booked it in at the store, and they shipped it to him. It was the same price as a Rough Rider. And it's like that. One guy in New Jersey, I couldn't send him a handgun. So he wound up getting a Rossi Tuffy. A lot of times I would draw for a gun at 10,000 subscribers, and I'd never even see the gun. I just call Ed at the store and gave him a debit card number, or he'd pull a slip of paper out of his billfold that had it on there, and he'd charge off a gun to me and then ship it to the guy's FFL. Or order it from the distributor and have it shipped to the guy's FFL. We did that a couple of times. So, I never retained one for myself. So having said all of that, I went and bought myself one. Now, this guy is a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. The Rough Rider, the original Rough Riders, they were an alloy frame gun. This guy, well, that may not be fair. Let's pull that cylinder out there. That may not be a fair test of whether or not it's a steel frame gun or not. Yep. It's not. It feels magnetic, but it's not. It doesn't. Not. Yeah. So it's not a steel frame gun. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's heavier than the original Rough Riders were back in the day. It still retains, and it comes with 2 cylinders, a long rifle and a Magnum. We're going to shoot this gun right here in just a minute because bear with us. That's on there good. They don't want that little snapping ring to fall out of there. They've got it put in there pretty good. There. Put it back in the box. So it comes with a long rifle was a little bit more expensive than I remember Rough Riders costing. This one's got some kind of a textured black plastic grip on it that says Heritage on there. It actually feels better in its action than I remember Heritages being back when we were selling them at the gun store all the time, or the last gun store I worked for. So I'm going to put the old long rifle cylinder in it, and we're going to shoot it a little bit and just see how it shoots. This is I think this is the 5 3/4 inch. It doesn't say. What does it say on the end of the box? It says 22 live rifle, 4 3/4 6-round poly grip. Well, that'll be able to hold your dentures in. Yeah, poly grip. Okay. All right. Not stuck in there too far. All right. That should go in there a little farther, I think. All right, that's where it should be. All right, let's load it up. What the hell? So, of all the guns I've got, why would I go out and buy one of these things? Well, to tell you the truth, we're fixing to do a big video with another creator on self-defense with a 22. I recently did self-defense with a 22 rifle, talking about various 22 rifles and so forth, and it dawned on Ed and it dawned on Matt that we ought to get together with all the 22 caliber revolvers we've got and show them all, talk about them, and talk about the different aspects of them. And I wanted a groundhog pistol because I constantly see groundhogs when I don't have a rifle over here at this farm and other places. So I thought, well, it's convertible to 22 Magnum. I'll just go buy me one. And so I'll have one. And here we are. Comes with all the usual box and papers and blah, blah, blah that they always come with. All right. Let's try to see if I can hit a steel target before I take off on a paper one. Because some of these guys don't shoot too good. Oh, I hit that one. I think since they've been under Taurus, they've made some improvements. That wasn't one of them. that wasn't one of the improvements. All right. Let's see if we can't get them ejaculated here. That's an empty. That's an empty. That's a dud. Crimped it pretty good. All right. All right, let's put that old dud. Let's put that old dud back in there. See if we can't get this thing loadified again. See if we can't get it gliding for our European followers. People ask me, what are you talking about, gliding? Well, years ago I did a Luger video. And on the Luger, original Lugers, there's an extractor prowl that sticks up through the battery face of, I guess you would call it a bolt on a Luger. And when there's a round in chamber, that guy sticks up there like it does on a Taurus and many other guns, but it has a little word embossed on it that says glutton, meaning loaded. And on the safety on a Luger, it's a lever that goes back and forth on the left-hand side of the rear of the frame. And when it's on safe, it exposes the word Gosensund, which means safety. So if you can't see the word Gosensund, you know the gun's ready to fire. Pretty simple. This simple lesson would have saved a lot of lives and a lot of injuries in World War II, because paratroopers, they love to get their hands on Lugers and they didn't know how they worked. And they wound up carrying them appendix carry and testicle blast. It's not, I don't call it appendix carry, I call it testicle blast. You're carrying it in the testicle blast configuration. All right, let's get back to the old first 6 shots or first 12 shots out of this gun, and then we'll try it for some accuracy. There it is again. That's 2 duds on that one. Well, it hits that steel silhouette pretty good at 25 yards. All right, let's get her unglutton. There it is again, like a bad penny. Yep. I'm worried about that. It's got me worried. See, my previous one that I sent off for repair would fire sometimes and sometimes it wouldn't. And it's not crimped very good. And should arrest these and see if they've got multiples on them. Make sure that there. Oh, there was my initial dud. It's now been fired. I've got a new one. I think we might have a problem here. Let's reload it with 6 more and see how many duds we have this time. This is Automatch. Automatch has proven itself to be a very reliable cartridge, and it's got one previous fired one in there already. Okay. Let's see very far with them things on. There we go. Let's put something on here. Is it the gun or is it the ammo? Well, that's where we're at here. Is it the gun or the ammo? Oh. New dud. Yep, new dud. That was an empty chamber. You can tell by the way it hit it. That was a fired cartridge or dud. Right. Fired cartridge, fired cartridge, fired cartridge, empty chamber, fired cartridge, fired cartridge. Okay. So I'm sitting here producing duds as hard as I can go. trying to ascertain as to whether or not this gun works at this stage. At this stage in the game, we're trying to figure out if the damn thing works. Now, this is a brand new gun. It's under warranty. All right, let's try it again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. This is the first 6 shots. I've got all 6 of them out of it. All right, let's get 6 more in it. Auto Match is a very reliable cartridge. There are very, very few duds in a box of Auto Match. I mean, we're talking 1 in 1,000 maybe, because it's cheap and it's very reliable, and we shoot it in our shooting circle a lot, and you know, it's very desirable. Okay, boy, you got an Auto Match? I'm like, you know. But there are guns out there that don't like certain ammunitions. I mean, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If I get 18 out of it, I think I'll call it reliable. Break-in issue. Burr on the firing pin, maybe? So, yeah, let's run 6 more through it. We got it going now. You got it going on. You know, that could be it. Break in the Burr, new gun. I mean, you know, an economy priced new gun. So maybe we've got a firing pin at Burr that needed to be worked off, or a burr in the firing pin way that needed to be worked off. Okay. I also noticed shooting this gun that the rear sight cut is a little bigger and easier to spot. A little bigger and a little bit easier to use, making the target front sight more definable. Now, I'll probably still work on that front sight with a thread cutting file and put some serrations in it so it'll hold some paint. Because I'm an old geezer, you know, like that. All right, let's get up here and get 6 rounds in one of our pasty targets up at 15 yards for record fire with long rifle ammunition. See how it actually shoots at 15 yards. One of the reasons why I bought this gun is when I'm out fooling around here at David's place or Mr. Johnson's place or someplace else that I hang around and help out with, I wind up seeing a groundhog when I don't have a rifle. And generally seeing around groundhog are pretty close range. So I wanted a .22 Magnum caliber pistol. And I had shot the old Taurus 9-shot 22 Magnum so much that I about had it wore out. All right, here we go. We're going to get up here and shoot the 6 o'clock position target sticky at 15 yards and see what it does. Now, this will be a struck sight. I'm not going to put any elevation on it or anything like that, just a struck sight. Oh, it kind of shoots high. It kind of shoots high. Think that's it? Okay. Let's get her ungladdened right quick. Kind of like it. A little bit more clunky than my RG66. Let's go take a look at it. See what it liquefies. It liquefies. It shoots a little high. Shoots a little on the high side. Yeah, it does, buddy. This target was clean, been patched up before I shot at it. My point of aim was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, they're all on line. Good. Not too shabby. But it shoots a little high. Yeah. Let's go back and redo this one more time. I'll put a little bit of Kentucky elevation on it and see if I can find a sight picture that's more serviceable on this gun. Just right over here like this. Get you right there just like that. You know, I got tripods and camera holders and all kinds of crap, and I still use the cotton picking block. Let's get the ear mufflers on. Get that over with. Let's get a spot 6 in here. See if I can't. It's completely unadjustable. So, you know, you have to put your dope on it. All these old West style guns are like that. You just have to put your dope on it. I could put the barrel in the vise and bend it a little bit. Believe it or not, old time gunsmiths used to do that. You know, it sounds rudimentarily horrible today to do that, but back in the day it was done. You know. All right, let's get up here on the old block and see if we can't get it right again. Let's put a little windage on it, little Kentucky elevation. Ooh, that's more like it. So I'm taking a low 6 o'clock hold instead of a bullseye hold. Okay. Get her unloaded and cleared before we leave the bench. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to walk up here out of the blue and plug me with it, you know. But this is southeastern Kentucky. It's full of squirrels. Some of them don't have seasons. There's a lot of people around here that eat their lunch in the top of a tree. Well, okay, where are we at now? Well, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like maybe one of these is 6. It's not a real good shooting gun. Not a real good shooting gun. Maybe we'll be happier with magnums. Now bear in mind, we're going to shoot at the big target with magnums. And it's already got 2 bullet holes in it. And I'm out of pasties. I hate this thing. You touch the wrong place and it does the wrong thing. All right. Here we go again with, let's try a 22 Magnum cylinder and see how that works out for us. It may shoot a little better with a Magnum. It may shoot worse, just to tell you the truth. I've seen some of these guys that shot worse with the Magnum cylinder in it than it did with a long rifle cylinder. All right, it's lined up good. Let's see if we can get a pin in it now. Get a pin in it if you can. Drop it. There we go. That helps a little bit. Yeah. All right. How far does the pin go? Well, I'll tell you how far it goes down in there. It goes down in there so far, and then the hammer all the way forward pushes it into the correct position and snaps in there. That's one of the ways you can do that. Another way of doing it is you can actually use this as a safety. You can push that button and push it back in there as far as it'll go, okay? And then if it fires accidentally, it'll slow the hammer down enough that it won't fire on that cylinder. Well, I wish the sun would go back in. I ain't gonna swap the sunglasses. Okay, let's get some magnums out here and see how it shoots with magnification. See how far it takes with magnification. It's running a nice long video here, buddy. But if you've got this far, you might as well hang on. Get a couple out. Get a couple out here. Get some shells out of here. Get at least 6. There we go. Get us some shells out of there. Now, when the guy back on half cock, like every other single action revolver in the world that works right, except the Ruger. Put your Magnum in there. Magnum in there. Get it magnified with, I'm shooting Armscar Precision USA, a semi-jacketed hollow point. I find these really are really good rounds to use on groundhogs. They seem to work better than the Full Metal Jacket CCI or the Game Points. These guys are okay. I mean, you know, they shoot and they work, and it costs about 15 bucks. You know, it's, thing about it is 22 Magnum ammunition was expensive even when I was a kid. You know, you could get a box of 22 long rifle for 29 cents. Okay, and I wanted a 22 Magnum pistol, and when I realized that a 22 box of 22 Magnums cost $12 in 1974, you know, I got me a 6-inch barrel 38 because I could shoot reloads for $3 a box. Then I started loading them on my own. All right, we're going to try 22 Magnum at 15 yards on the large center target. Bearing in mind it already has 2 bullet holes in it, but I think I've got them marked where they are. And it still has 2 bullet holes in it. Well, let's operate on the principle that it shoots high. Let's take a 6 o'clock hold. There we go. Riders tend to shoot high, I noticed that. Come on, get out of there, you. All right, let's get there and look at it. Last 4 groundhogs I saw that I didn't shoot, I saw them at like 6 and 7 yards. I had to have been Matthew Dillon to have got them. Looks like I got 2 of them in there anyway. Oh, one's way over there. Oh, there, wait a minute, I got a bullseye. There's one. This one and this one were already there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this guy out here. So I actually got 5 on the target. That's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. I mean, you know, that one was, I mean, half a bullet diameter away from being off the paper altogether. But on the other hand, I hit it. One thing's for sure, at 7 yards, this may make a fine personal defense firearm with magnums in it. But you ain't going to Camp Perry. You can just forget it. You know, you ain't going to the Bakanky Cup with it. You know, it's just not exactly what you call a pinpoint accurate gun. Now, we've shot about 30 rounds of lead ammunition out of it. And I think 6 .22 magnums out of it. Jacketed cartridges out of it. This is running into a fairly long video. I'm saying, give me a couple of weeks break-in time and we'll try it on a break-in as an addendum to this video, and then we'll do that. So I'll see you in a couple of weeks, and there you go. Well, I've sit over here for about 2 hours, and I've shot 2 boxes of arms core out of this thing, and a half a box of CCI Game Point. And I've gotten down now to where I can hit that 10-inch diameter steel plate that's a bottom of an oxygen cylinder with the Rough Rider, letting it cool off a little bit, with the Rough Rider with the Magnum cylinder in it, and I can hit it pretty consistently from here, from the bench. So I decided we'd do a do-over on the paper. So I went down there and stuck us up a new target, a new target pasty, a big one. And we're going to give it a try and see how it shoots now. There is such a thing as a break-in period. I mean, new gun barrels, they're only supposed to shoot them 3 times to get them proofed out. So, seems to be the problem here. Push that all the way in there. That seems to be the problem here. And to a certain point, the more you shoot them, the better they shoot. Okay? So I put 125 rounds to this thing, all magnums. And we're going to give it a try now and see how it shoots. Okay, here we go. Get back there where people can see you shoot the gun, Jones. Boy, it's loud off the table. I think that's 6. And I can see it from here. We're hitting a whole lot better. Or at least I am. Okay. 20. A single action revolver is designed to be held up when you're emptying it and down when you're loading it. And I'm almost positive Sam Colt was left-handed. Or else the loading gate would be on the other side. All right, here we go again. I can see them on there. There's some on the paper. It actually shoots a little better. Sometimes they fall out on their own. Okay, let's go and have a final look at it now. I've been over all day piddling with this gun. Let's go down and take the last look of the day at it. And it is better. Not great, but it's better. Yeah. It's a little better. Well, it's not real better. Well, that's me. That wasn't there before, so that's one of mine out of that 12-shot string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of bullseye, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I don't know, previous shots on the paper, who knows. But either it's got to where I've shot it better, or the gun shoots better, or a combination of both. But it took about $35 worth of ammo to get there. But at 15 yards, it shoots a lot better. 25 yards, it shoots a lot better. So, break-in period? Yeah, we got us a break-in period on this particular gun. The next one may shoot better. Next one may shoot better out of the box. The one you go by may shoot better out of the box. But this video, by the time it's edited all together, is going to be about 25 minutes long for such a little insignificant firearm as a Rough Rider. But we're trying to get it to truth here. All right then. Like, take, share, pie, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me no dollar in the Patreon bucket so I can buy some 22 Magnum ammo. If you don't, we'll leave the light on for you. Call your mom and daddy, tell you you love them. You know, there'll be a time when you won't be able to. I wish I could. Or at least call mom. God bless everyone. God bless America. Join the NRA, boy, we need them. These other outfits, they're just collecting your money. They're just collecting your money, dude. Some of them might even be working against us. So join the NRA. at least you know for sure. You know, they've been around since 1868. At least you know for sure they're working for you. All right, then. Be kind to everyone you meet, but have a plan. We'll see y'all.